So I'm hoping and guessing that a lot of your listeners like really follow this, and the ones even that maybe weren't following you are like interested in this. So you're probably gaining listeners that are like, wait, we want to hear about your journey through this, because I'm interested in, I'm not freezing my eggs, but because while we're on the topic, because the first time you ever went to just have your ovaries checked just to see where you were at with things.
Yeah, you were with me that day.
You were still with Shay. This is a long time ago, and I went with you because I'm like, well, I'm old as fuck, so I might as well get mine checked too. Well, I was 33, 34.
Yeah.
When we went. So when you actually went to go freeze them the following year, did they have to go through that process again of just like sticking that baby arm camera up your
multiple
vajay?
Multiple times.
And had anything changed for you?
So they had...
I'm asking this for my own knowledge, since I haven't gone since then.
I had trouble finding one of my ovaries, and when they told me
you
originally,
and I went, they did.
Yes, they said that one was diminished.
Right.
And then I went to another doctor because I wanted to just get a second opinion somewhere else. And she was like, look, no two organs are the exact same size. She's like, it was a little harder to find, but it's here. You're good. You're fine. I was like, okay. So I waited another year because then I was dating Doorman and I thought that was going somewhere. So I was like, well, I'm not going to freeze my eggs if like, you know, I'm thinking this is going to go somewhere in the next year. At our age, you would think like just get me, whatever. So, I waited, then, you know, that obviously blew up in my face. So I was like, okay, Tyler Henry and I, when we sat down for that reading, he was just like, he told me that he saw me having babies in an unconventional, like in vitro type of way. And if I've been thinking about freezing my eggs, I should do it. So I did it. But what I found out were my AMH, like my hormone levels were so low, like should be between 1.2 or 1.4 and 4.2 for my age. And they were 0.28. So basically like non-existent, like it probably will be very hard for me to get pregnant on my own. And once they got me on like the right supplements for that, then they found out my estrogen was too high. So then they had to put me back on birth control to get my estrogen down.
You really fluctuated a lot between...
So much.
Yeah.
So now I have no idea where I'm at. Now I just have to wait for Mother Nature to come again. So I'm like, well, you know, we're going to continue our drinking and podcasting. I'm going to have some rosé.
Sure are.
I'm going to have some wine and weed. Some good old Kentucky bourbon. But... anyway, so that's where I'm at with that. So
I just think it's such an interesting thing for like anyone like around our age.
Totally. And
that's to hear about if you were trying to, if you've been through it. Like I have a lot of friends who've gotten pregnant lately that have been through it. Others that have gone through it a few times have not yet. And clearly I'm in no place to be popping babies out at any time soon. But it's something that I look forward to. Whether I ever get married or
One
not,
day.
I would love to be a mother. So I'm like,
And I know, like I say, like, I mean, honestly, like I am very happy in my life, single, traveling and all of that. And I know I don't need...
You just want to be a mom.
Yeah, but I know I don't need that to complete my life. And I know as of right now, I have no interest in being a single mom. That could change. Right. I mean, 10 years ago, I didn't want kids. Then 5 years ago, I did. And now I'm like, I don't know. I'm fine either way. But I just know if like, you know, the right guy does come along, eventually, if he wants kids, I'm going to want that again. Exactly. And if that happens when I'm like 39, then I'll be like, why didn't you do this shit when you were 33, Scheana? You had the money, you were available, you had the time. No excuse not to do it.
Yeah.
So this is, I think, a very selfless thing I'm doing for my future maybe child.
Absolutely.